Hello everyone, welcome to an introduction to how the classroom for film, visual arts, and apologetics is going to work. I'm going to give you a quick rundown in this very simplistic way of how your week and your overall unit setup should work for you. So here's the basic rundown. So there are three pieces for each week that you should be attending to. The first one is that all of us should be carefully, thoughtfully going through the reading. So make sure you're spending time sitting down in whatever kind of place you like to go to, a coffee shop, out in the park, in your backyard, whatever, spending time with the reading. So you need to sit down and make that work for you. And for the most part, I think that where that should be happening is Sunday through Wednesday. You're absorbing the course content, watching the movies, looking at the visual art, and so forth, preparing yourself for the next piece, which is responding. And that's where you're going to respond to the prompts that are given in the classroom, and then and also any other questions that I might be asking. And that needs to happen when you respond. So here I'll give a little visual representation. There's a laptop, the keyboard there. That should happen by Wednesday night. You need to respond to the questions that I asked and make sure you've given a good response. The last piece is that for the rest of the week, you should be replying to one another. So this is the best part of the class, where you're talking and discussing, we're sharing our thoughts, we're challenging each other, and going back and forth. So here I'll give a little bit of indication of maybe some argument or heated discussion. We're talking about the key ideas throughout the week. And so that's happening ideally Wednesday through Saturday. We're having those discussions where we're replying to what other people have posted, and we're sharing together. And then of course each week we'll then repeat that process. Now, each week is going to be part of a larger unit, and at the end of that unit, you're going to write a reflection on key ideas that we've encountered throughout the unit, and so you need to be summarizing those at the end of each unit. So the last week of any given unit, you'll have an additional writing assignment where you'll have to post those thoughts. So the final piece is you're putting everything together, and you are reflecting and gathering your thoughts, and this is what it'll all hopefully eventually play into your papers. Let me show you how this plays itself out in the actual setup of your online classroom here. So if you go to your classroom, you'll find your home page, which will look like this, and then go to whatever the unit is that you're in order to find your reading assignments and how you interact with each other. So if you pull this up, the first section will give you an introduction to just what this unit is about. The second section will give you a rundown of the reading assignment. So your reading assignment for this week is to read Beholding the Glory, chapters 1, 5, and 6, and then to watch or listen to this interview with Trevor Hart, and there's week 2, and so on. Now, where we're going to respond and reply is going to happen in the next bit down here for this week. So you'll see week 1, reading discussion, and there's a assignment you're given this first week, which is to post a little bit about yourself, and then also to respond with a question to your reading. So you're going to pose a question for other people to interact with. Now, if you click on this right here, it will take you into the forum, and we can see already, even though class hasn't quite started yet, we've got some eager students that are already jumping in and posting their questions and discussing. And this is where the heart and soul of the class is going to be, where most of our discussions are going to take place, is within these week-to-week forums. And so you're going to be posting your questions there and replying to others. So that's a really simple and quick introduction to how each week should work. You're going to read, you're going to respond to the questions that I pose, and then you're going to reply and discuss with each other, and then we're going to wrap all these things up in a writing assignment at the end of each unit.